I'd like to know why I look like one of the Wayans brothers from White Chicks the movie. I even added blush because I thought I looked too pale. I didn't know what... I know I used one new product and they're about to get exiled. Serious. Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you guys with a pretty massive haul video. I actually should have filmed this like over a month ago, but I just kept collecting stuff and forgetting to film it for you guys. But I got a chance to really try out these products and I can give you guys my opinion because that's usually how my haul videos go. I try to let you guys know what I think of the product, if it's a new product that I've tried or not, or if it's a repurchase, you guys know why I like it. So I have everything from Sephora, Ulta, Jeffree Star, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, all that. So I'm gonna get started with the Jeffree Star stuff. I picked up all 5 of his summer collection liquid lipsticks, and the reason why I'm starting off with this, we might as well get the negative shit out of the way. I'm actually wearing watermelon soda today. This lipstick is hella streaky and I'm shaking it up, guys. I shake it up. I even put it in the refrigerator as per the rep told me, and everybody on the internet says, oh, put it in the fridge because that'll help, you know, bring it back to life because the summer collection needs to be put in the fridge. I could understand that the product probably needed to be refrigerated if it's been sitting out in the heat too long, from where his deliveries are picked up to the truck driving it and stuff like that. I could totally understand that, but I haven't had an issue since. Anyway, this color right here is streaky as all hell. You would definitely need a lip liner with this. I'm actually not wearing a lip liner with it, but I have lots of streakiness right here and blotchiness there. Of course, what I do is I take the wand out, I wipe off the excess, I let it sit out for like a millisecond or two, and then I go back in to try to fix it because I feel like when the wand is drier, I can go in without pulling product. Now, if I go back in with this, I will actually pull the product out of my lips and just cause more of a streakiness. I would know because 4 coats later after my first try with it, I had the grossest looking lips ever. I was so mad. This collection, I'm gonna let you guys know right now, I don't like it. It's very disappointing. I have spent hundreds of dollars on Jeffree Star stuff, so no one can tell me anything about, oh, well, you gotta do this. Stop. The collection's not up to par. It's not worth what it is. And you know, coincidentally right now for Labor Day, this collection, along with his eyeshadow palette are, well, the eyeshadow palette is 20% off, but this lackluster collection is 50% off. So if you like to try it, go on to Beautylish or to Jeffree Star's website and snatch it before you end up paying 70, 80 bucks. My husband was so gracious to buy this collection for me, so you could just imagine how upset I am because the one thing that, you know, he sat there and, you know, put his coins aside for is... But anyway, he actually also picked up the Kiddo, this shade. Although the shade is absolutely beautiful, I'm sure I can dupe it with a ColourPop one, or another collection might come out with one. On her skin tone, on her medium tan skin tone, it looks amazing, but she even noticed the streakiness on hers, so it's not just mine. We refrigerated them twice and still nothing. So this is watermelon soda. Oh, by the way, the scent on these, amazing. I actually really like it, but I just thought I'd nip that in the butt. My thoughts on it. The next shade right here is Virginity, or Virginity, like how I like to call it. It is actually a really pretty shade, but it's not made for girls that are tan, medium, a little darker than light. This is way more beautiful on someone that's more pale, cool toned. Again, you can wear whatever you want. I'm just smelling it because it smells exactly like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. That's something I gotta give up to him. I actually love the root beer scent as well, and I don't like root beer, like much if at all. This stuff actually smells fantastic. The formulation is creamy. This one doesn't streak as much in the swatch, but when you apply it, this one's actually the more pigmented out of all of them, or the less streakier out of all of them. This shade right here is probably something I would mix with Abused or Blue Velvet or even Weirdo to get a multi-dimensional kind of shade, like something different, or use that as a center highlight when using those shades. I think you can get really something cute out of it, but I'm not going to use this. So what a disappointment. So the next shade is 714. This is his original OG shade that came out, I think, with his first set of liquid lipsticks, but it was like a limited edition. This one right here, he admittedly said, you know, this is one of my streakier formulas, and it's true. It's very streaky. I know if he tweaks it anymore, it'll just ruin the formulation of it. I'm sure girls have worked it. I'm not willing to work with this shade like at all. I actually just bought it to add to my collection. This one does not have the watermelon scent because this is an OG, you know, color, and I don't think he wanted to add the scent. It might have messed with the formulation somehow. So, or that's so what he says, or, you know, whatever. So these right here, I know he used his manager or one of his assistants to swatch these on, you know, on YouTube. She looked bomb. You know, she's gorgeous. She can rock anything, but I don't recommend shades like this unless you're using a lip liner or a darker liquid lipstick or a darker lipstick under, and just kind of give yourself that outline in a sense. Just bring in the shadows. These look really funky on me, but it doesn't necessarily mean it looks funky on anyone else, because this is just my opinion. So this was a good shade. I wanted to just add it to my collection because this is one of his OG shades, so whatever. The next one is Nude Beach. Lord, guys, I wanted this shade. I wanted this shade so bad. I was like, this and watermelon soda, and that's it. But then I was thinking, I was like, why don't I just get all 5? I missed out on the Christmas collection. Why don't I get all 5? You know, rationalizing with myself because I'm a makeup addict. I have a problem. But then my husband ended up buying all 5 anyway. So anyway, Nude Beach right here. I have all his pale nude shades, and I make them work with lip liner. I can't make this shit work with anything. The smell is amazing. I tried layering this with a lip liner. I tried just patting. When I patted it on the lips after I filled my lips entirely with lip liner, and I took some of the product and just patted it on the lips, it was fine. It was fine. You could even use this as a rouge at this point. After you do the liquid lipstick challenge and use this as a blush. It's actually really, really pretty when it's blended out on the finger. When you put it on the lips, I look like I don't know. It looks very, very ashy when I apply it on the lips. And when you try to put a lip liner over it and try to blend it, it is so hard to make this shade work. And when you build it up, for some reason, it becomes kind of bleh. Like it just gunks up on the side. I don't know. The formula feels the same as the other 3 that I just swatched for you guys. But for some reason, when you start applying it, it just becomes really bad. It just becomes really bad. So I really wanted this shade to work, and I'm so freaking pissed and disgusted that just this whole collection was... I could understand 1 or 2 shades might be a little bit off, but every single one of these shades is... But anyway, so Queen Bee, the last one from this collection is Queen Bee. I clearly wasn't gonna wear this to work. This is not a traditional lipstick, but I thought I would add it to my collection. The problem I have with this one is that, I'm gonna show you guys, it is creamy and it like almost leaves a point. It's very, very creamy. When I did put this one in the fridge. I put them all in the fridge, by the way. And when I did, this one became a little bit more creamier rather than thick because it was just glopping out. So the formula on this toned down a notch. I don't know if you guys can see that, how it builds up to the point of that. It just peaks. So I'm trying to layer it, and it is... It's streaky, guys. There's no going around this. This is a streaky shade. I understand every single one of these shades has a white base to it. So when you apply a white base to pretty much any product of cream consistency, liquidous consistency, there will be streakiness. Hands down, there will be streakiness. So when I saw the collection, I was like, okay, you know, it definitely can come off streaky, but looking at the swatches, these marvelous, marvelous swatches from all these people, and none of them look streaky, and I was like, oh my God, maybe he just really added some good pigmentation. I got nothing but streaks. I got nothing but lines and streaks. hands down. I actually don't even know if, because this I really want it for an eyeliner. I don't even know if this would actually be good as an eyeliner. I definitely would try it. But this on the lips, applied to the lips, actually cracked. Because the consistency was a little bit thicker, I feel like maybe I should have just applied it in thin layers instead of just one gloopy layer, even though I really can't blame myself. The formula on it is totally different than his, and I'm not sure if he's addressed it with the formulations. To be honest, I stopped paying attention. I'm very, very disappointed in the summer collection, but if you like to save some coin, this video will probably be up tonight or tomorrow, which is Labor Day. I recommend you pick it up at Beautylish or at Jeffree Star website for 50% off and, you know, save yourself the disappointment by spending all this money and getting nothing but streak. Again, to be honest, I don't know if he's reformulated them between the first batch, because I got the first batch. I left the site within a minute after it released. I was done. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Checked out. That was it. So I know I got some of his first batch. So I'm not sure if he fixed it, if they were more pigmented, if they're more creamier, if Queen Bee isn't as thick. Second, third time around, I don't know how many batches he's made for this. This is my opinion on products that I've spent money on, and even if I got this sent to me, I would still say the same thing. I'm very, very disappointed. I have over 20 of his liquid lipsticks along with highlighters and the eyeshadow palette and all that, so I know what a Jeffree Star lipstick is supposed to feel and look like, and these are not worth it. I'm not even gonna front. I'm not even hating, boo-boos. It's just not even worth it. But anyway, I rambled on for like over 10 minutes about this. So next, I went to Sephora and I picked up some goodies. I was doing a one brand makeup tutorial, the Kat Von D one that I did about a month and a half ago, and I picked up some Kat Von D stuff. So actually the first thing I picked up was the Bourjois Makeup Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil. I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to show you guys the pretty bottle. I've used this before. I actually just finished it in July. I finished my bottle up, and I've been just using my Drugstore, my Boots No. 7 cleansing oils. This stuff right here is my favorite oil ever. It just, you 2 pumps, put it all over your face. It breaks away everything and it feels so good. It doesn't burn in the eyes. I don't sit there and just put it in my eye, but you know, sometimes product moves around, and this stuff is great. This is about 12 bucks for the little bottle. The big bottle, I think, is 4 ounces. You get it's $30. So I might just give in and buy the big bottle and have the little bottle as a backup. I'm not sure yet, but I love this stuff, and I think it's worth buying this little one just to try out. Definitely recommend it. So I picked up some Kat Von D goodies. I picked up the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. It is absolutely gorgeous and well built. These powders are buttery smooth. It has 3 different kinds of tones and shades from lightest to darkest. So this color right here really does good for deep skin tones. But it doesn't do the deepest skin tone, but I do feel like you can get some definition with a shade like this. This one right here is the one I use the most, and mixed it with this one, I get some really good contouring. Today I actually mixed these two, the darkest and the medium shade, to snatch that cheekbone real quick so I don't look so fluffy, and I use these two mixed together under the eyes. So I actually just did like a little Snapchat tutorial using this one and this one on the crease of the eye and on the bottom lash line, and that's pretty much it. That's my whole look. I just popped a little highlight in the inner corner, and that's it. This has been my look lately. I just grabbed this palette, bronze up the skin, do the outer corner of the eye, and I'm good to go. So this stuff right here is worth it. I do recommend it for someone that is going to definitely use these shades. I'm excited because I heard that she's coming out with individual palettes and probably more shades, so I can actually create a Z palette for my kits with these, because they're so soft and buttery and like super pigmented, like super pigmented. They just don't come off for anything. So I love this, and I do think it's a good investment if you're going to probably utilize all shades. Otherwise, I recommend waiting for her individuals and build up your own boo-boo. Next, I picked up the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick, and this one is in Vampira. This actually is for the kiddo. This isn't even for me. This is a beautiful, like, I mean, this is a vampy all the way. You know, she got permission from her pops to wear this shade. Actually really beautiful. I don't have this in my collection, so I might add it to my collection, but that's hers. So yeah, I'm a cool mom. Okay, so the next thing I picked up was the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. This liner right here has actually dried out, and I've only used it maybe no more than 10 times. I'm just disappointed because everyone raves about this, and I don't know if I got a dud or what, but it like dries out. You see that? It's like, when I first got it, of course, it's moist and it works, but it's not even that pigmented. It's not that dark. It does last a good time, but it's like, it's not even, to me, it wasn't worth spending that money, unless, again, I got a dud. I may try it again, depending on how I feel, but I don't personally think that that's a repurchase. I do like that she has a variety of colors and stuff like that to choose from, and I know a lot of people that absolutely love this liner, and I have given it a go. It does not work good with shimmery eyeshadows at all whatsoever. Again, maybe this is just my dud, but for me it doesn't work, and you know, I use it sparingly now because I feel like it's drying out, so I'm a little upset about that, but it is what it is. Okay, so the last thing I got from Sephora was the Kat Von D Crushed Metal eyeshadow, and this one's in Thunderstruck. This one's like the highly raved about eyeshadow. I used it for a highlight today, inner corner highlight, brow highlight. I highlighted it to the gods. This is a gorgeous duochrome highlight or shadow. It does shift. It's a very pearlescent shade, but it shifts this fiery orangey, I don't know, tone to it. It is so freaking beautiful, and I am so glad I picked it up finally, and this will last me a while. This is 2.8 grams of product, so it's a nice decent size eyeshadow, and there's a green one that she has that looks gorgeous, and I was like, God, I can rock that, but I'll hold off, but I'm happy I picked this one up. So that's it for Sephora. I went ahead and went to Ulta and I picked up some goodies. It's actually just repurchasing of items. The first thing I got was the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and this one's in light neutral, and this one hasn't been de-virginized yet. Ah, such a beauty. This is actually one of my favorite concealers of all time. I actually have the empty jar right here. Like, I legit can't even, like, it's dry, guys. It's dry. I don't know if you guys can see in the tube. Let's see. There's nothing in the tube. I've taken a brush. I actually took the stopper off. Another tip, ladies, if you guys have your favorite concealer, like the NARS Creamy Radiant, which I don't really care for, but it's still like an expensive product, or any concealer that you just don't want to waste product on, take off the topper with either scissors or a blade. Be careful not to cut yourself. And I got like another 3 uses out of this product after I removed the topper, and I've scraped it. It's dry. It's dried up, so I gotta de-virginize her real soon because, you know, I'm tired. Mama needs a good concealer. This is a ride or die product, so yes. I also picked up 2 more of the NYX Micro Brow Pencils. I picked up both shades in Noir Black. This is the one I have. I had the dark brown one, but I felt like it was just too warm. This is what I have on my brows today. Absolutely love it. So it took me about a month to finish the dark brown one. I wanted to run through that one quick because I loved the shade of the black. The black is like a perfect match. It's a cool tone. It goes with any wig color I have on, and it's perfect because my hair is naturally very dark, so I feel like it makes my brows look great. This is actually another ride or die product. I don't even know if I should do the tag because I'm just telling y'all what it is. Also picked up from Ulta the Mario Badescu facial spray. This stuff is made with aloe, herbs, and rose water. If I can make this at home, I would in bulk, but I'm not sure how I can get it to look and smell and feel like this. So this right here is just amazing. It is about $7-8. You can most likely find this on sale online, on their website, the Mario Badescu website. This stuff is amazing. I use this every day. I don't use it to wet my brushes or sponge. That's what I use my homemade stuff for, but I use this to set my face all the time. Even after I cleanse it with a cleaning oil, I'll come in here, moisturize, and then spray it on top. I love the smell. It's very refreshing. It makes me feel just relaxed and cleansed in a sense, but this stuff is actually amazing. So yes, believe the hype from these YouTubers, honey. This stuff works. This is actually just really, really good. And it's skincare, you know, like sprays like this, people just think you're just spraying it on, but it blends your makeup. It really hydrates the skin. You could put it right before makeup if you don't want to put it on top. And it makes your skin feel really, really good, and it adds that moisture berry that you're gonna need, whether you have oily skin or dry skin. So highly recommend something like this. So I went to Walmart and picked up some stuff. The first thing I picked up was some of these sponges, and if you guys have been watching any of my other videos, recent videos, you would know that I'm using these sponges to do my nails and to apply the chrome or the holographic powders. These are great. I think they were like $2 for a pack of 36. I picked up 2, and I thought I'd haul it because it's still kind of beauty related, right? Because it's nails, but it is what it is. So I ran through all the spare ones I had from your eyeshadow, you know, the eyeshadow palettes, but it is what it is. So I picked up some of the Equate Nighttime Soothing Towelettes. These are makeup remover wipes. I usually buy the double set. That's like $6. I do wish they made the hydrating version of the Neutrogena ones in the Equate brand, because those were like my favorites, even though they kind of burned my eyes a little bit. It was still really nice on the skin. But these are not bad. These are actually my favorite. I have this in my kit. I have this in my personal stash, and I give the kiddo these. So this is like a love in the house. It's a necessity. The next thing I picked up was the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin powder. These are new. They just came out maybe last month, and this was the only one that wasn't open. This one's in the shade Nude Beige 25. This powder is so buttery soft. I haven't tried it on my skin yet. I wanted to show you guys first, but I have this. I have the whole family. I have the concealer, I have the foundation, which is actually a really great foundation. The concealer is amazing. It's actually one of my favorites for Drugstore right now, and comparable to the better Maybelline ones, this is still my favorite. So I have that. Next thing I picked up was the Equate Wipe Away the Day Balm. This is actually a cleansing balm. You just take your fingers, rub it in there, and then take it on your dry skin, put it all over your dry skin, and it will remove your makeup. This has no scent whatsoever. This is good for those that have allergies. This is the Clinique comparable version. I have used their cleansers and their lotions before, and I have used Clinique products, and I will say that this is an exact dupe. I think even down to the ingredients, they just switch some things around, but I think they're all the exact same thing. They feel the same, they do the same, they clean the same. It is pretty much to me the same, so I'm actually excited to try this. I saw Jackie Aina using something like this once, the Clinique version, so I was like, I need to try it. And it'll probably hydrate my skin better. Pardon me. It'll probably hydrate my skin better, especially in the winter time. So yeah, I'm excited to give this a go. So the next thing I picked up was from Garnier. This is the Micellar Cleansing Water that suds up a little bit more, but it's supposed to be comparable to the Bioderma Sensible H2O, the micellar water. I love this stuff. It's one of my favorites. My all-time favorite is the Sephora brand micellar water. That was my first ever micellar water, and I still love that till this day. I need to repurchase, by the way. This one right here is not that bad. I do buy it when I'm running low on this one, and then I usually just replenish. And again, this is just like my backup to my backup type thing. It's not bad. I have not tried the one with the blue lid because I want my micellar waters to actually clean my skin and not leave a residue. And I could tell you right now, that will leave a residue on my skin. I don't even want to try it. So this stuff right here, I shook up the bottle a little too much, but I actually do quite enjoy it. And it's like $6-7, so I don't think it's bad at all. The next thing I picked up 2 of these from CVS. This is the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Powder. Guys, if you have aging skin or dry skin like I do, I have both. This stuff right here is a great setting powder. I do wish that they made a bigger shade selection for everything. They really just stick to a couple shades. I got the shade Translucent, Beige. I actually right now have Creamy Natural. That's what I hit pan, guys. That's why I panicked. This stuff right here goes good with any foundation. This stuff is so creamy and soft and buttery, and the scent kind of reminds me of something my grandmother had, and I think that that's what really drives me to buy it, besides the fact that it's actually a really good powder. They had a buy 2 get like $10 off, so wasn't gonna say no, so I picked up 2. So I should be good with powders. I think I've picked up quite a bit of powders. So yeah, I absolutely love that. I do recommend trying that, especially if you're fair, medium to somewhat tan. You can try it. I would recommend the beige one for those that are like my complexion, and the translucent and cool one, the natural one. They work all great. You guys have seen me apply it on my face before. It doesn't really shift the color of any of the foundations that I've used, and I love it. Anyway, last but not least, I picked up the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. This is a sensitive post shave balm. Nikki Tutorials made this popular. I want to say she started using it in August of last year. Let me know, Nikki, not that you'll ever watch this, but let me know if you started using it. I want to say it was like August, September of last year. And when she first mentioned it, I actually went to the store while I was watching her video. I was driving to the store and she just mentioned, oh, I'm using the men's shave balm. So I backtracked, saw the video, and I was like, this is on clearance for like $3. So I picked it up. Fell in love since. I talked about it in December. By then, she had made it hugely popular, and I still love this stuff. I now am just finishing up the bottle because I emptied the bottle into this. So that's why I bought this, because this is the last of it. I like to put this in a pump. This is my IT Cosmetics primer pump, and I've also purchased pumps from eBay and Amazon. I feel like it's more hygienic. I don't like just dipping it in, and I can carry this and travel with it. I love this stuff. 2 pumps of this and I'm good to go. It does have a scent of a man, which I absolutely love, and of course it dissipates once it sets on the skin. But this stuff right here is amazing, and I honestly, ladies, I recommend it. Whether you have oily or dry skin, I do recommend just trying this out. I know it's weird, but it works. The ingredients of this is something that I would pay for a high-end primer or skincare. This has water, glycerin, it has flower extract, witch hazel, bark leaf extract, tapioca starch, all that stuff. And plus at the end is the men's fragrance. Yeah, that's a little off-putting to some women. Personally, I don't mind. I really, really love the smell of a man. So to have it on my face for like 20 seconds, I'm okay with. But anyway, I really, really do recommend this. I picked this up for $5. It wasn't like on clearance, but it's still $5 for 3.3 ounces of product. So a little goes a long way. 2 pumps of this or just a little dab of it. I know. Just put it on the face, let it set, let it get sticky, put on your foundation, and you're good to go. So love this stuff. Of course, to repurchase. So yeah, my desk is full of stuff now. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for my haul video. I hope you appreciate the haul. I do try to inform you guys on what I think of the products and be very honest with you, especially if I've used the products for a while. So these hauls are more like review hauls. I don't know, maybe I should rename them. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked this video. Please thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.